Biomes are a specific, well-used example of biogeographic regions that define areas that share similar climates and types of vegetation. While climate and type of vegetation defines biomes, we think of climate and soils as determining biomes. In other words, if you look at a biome map, like the one that's being sketched here, those maps will have been generated based upon climate and vegetation. The vegetation that grows there, however, will have been determined by soil type and climate. If you juxtapose maps of biomes and vegetation type, like on this screen, then you'll see that there's a great deal of overlap, even without knowing the specifics. So I haven't given you, or these maps haven't given you, exactly what types of biomes you're looking at and exactly what types of vegetation you're looking at. But, for example, if you look at the Sahara, on the biome map, you'll see an area that roughly corresponds to the vegetation type map. The important thing for this presentation is not for you to memorize a particular list of biomes, but to think about how we define biomes. Most importantly, what determines where a biome is found? Why do we have deserts in some places and conifer forests in others? Environmental factors are major players, and precipitation is often the first environmental factor of note. You'll have more of it where you find conifer forests and less of it where you find deserts. Temperature is often also very important. Deserts, especially dry deserts, tend to be warmer. Conifer forests tend to be colder. But there are other factors to consider, including two that may be new to you: dryness and thermal regime. Dryness considers how much moisture a biome actually retains from any source, and how much of that moisture evaporates, transpires, drains, or leaches away. A biome's thermal regime tracks how soil temperature changes, as well as the sources of energy for soil temperature increase, and how that affects average temperature and seasonality. Given the environmental data we have on average climatic conditions around the biosphere, we can make a climograph. Climographs are relatively simple diagrams that quantify some aspects of the relationship between climate and vegetation type. In this climograph, the climograph's climate variables are precipitation and temperature, and vegetation types are plotted as a function of those two climatic variables.